shit.
Oh, you still holding the grudge because of the 6'9"?
Yes.
Oh.
Say no academics. You're not coming to Garvey Act. You're not
I'm
coming
gonna
to
pass that up.
Garvey
What up,
Act.
You good, Cos?
I'm good. How you living?
I just got denied a handshake. In any modern day urban environment, this is a clear-cut sign of disrespect. If I were a tough guy, it would be reasonable for me to take this as a provocation, drop my nuts, and challenge bro to a fade. Luckily, I'm a square, and I feel no desire to assert my manhood at this moment. But wait, there's more.
What's cracking?
Now I get what's going on. This guy is a Crip. This is a Crip neighborhood after all. He's not happy about the presence of multiple red rag wearing California bloods in his neighborhood. This is the 4th New York City hood that I've visited in the last 4 days, and I guess it was inevitable that we would run into somebody who wasn't happy about our presence. In addition to that, it's late at night and it's Memorial Day, which means this fool is most likely drunk. Or shit, maybe he's just tuned into the local New York City YouTube channels who have been losing their shit about me visiting their city over the past few days.
But he went to Patterson Projects and he got the dude. It's clear that Adam got a type. You know what Adam's type is? Gangsters.
I gotta be real. Like, I don't know how New York is rocking with Adam 22. I gotta be real. Did we not learn anything of what happened to Big U, Loose Cannon, Brick Baby? This is not a good look, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta be real.
I want to know, whose bright idea was it to bring a millionaire white man into the slums of the ghetto? It is disturbing to see how many black people who claim to get money standing around Adam 22 like he's the Messiah.
Apparently, me coming to New York is a pretty big deal these days. To me, it seems regular. After all, I lived here for 7 years. I've got plenty of friends and relationships with other people in media here. I've done live podcasts here, and as you can see, I get an insane amount of love out here. But if you were to listen to all of the New York-based struggle vloggers, inviting No Jumper to your neighborhood is basically asking for the feds to start investigating you. Their evidence? Well, in No Jumper's 10-year history, we have had exactly one employee arrested by the feds as part of the Rollin' 60s RICO that came down earlier this year. Free the Brick. Even though Brick's charges were things that had nothing to do with No Jumper, some of his behavior and statements from the podcast were referenced when his bail was rejected, and this was enough to convince a lot of YouTubers that we are in the business of getting people locked up. To me, this is not a serious opinion, and it's the kind of thing that bored YouTubers say because they have nothing else to make videos about, and if they were to have a conversation with me for 5 minutes on camera, they would undoubtedly crumble, and everyone would see that their opinions make absolutely no sense. But regardless, given that this is vlog number 3 from our New York trip, I would like to point out that we are not documenting any crimes in these videos. You won't see any guns, any drugs, or anything else that could get anyone in trouble. And although we are transparent about the fact that we're hanging out with gang members while we're here, we aren't going into any kind of detail about exactly what sets people belong to, and we're not asking anyone pictured in these videos to comment on their ops. Hopefully this helps assure you that we have only positive intentions for any communities that allow us to film there.
Not right now, man.
But before we get into why this guy was banging on us, we had to make a quick pit stop in Marcy. For those who don't know, Marcy is a housing project located in the Bed-Stuy neighborhood of Brooklyn. I could read off a bunch of information about Marcy for you right now, but there's really only one thing that makes Marcy the most famous project in all of Brooklyn, and that is its most notable former resident, Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, who is unquestionably the richest rapper alive with an estimated fortune of over $2 billion. Jay is also arguably the greatest rapper of all time, and in addition to that, he's generally considered the greatest business mogul the rap game has ever seen. I'm sure a lot of other great stuff has happened in Marcy over the years, but when Jay-Z is from your hood, that's pretty much all anyone wants to talk about. As we were walked around Marcy, we eventually came upon a little block party scenario on one of the project's courtyards. The vibes were great, but it was also a little out of control.
Adam 22 outside though. What are you doing out here, man? Come on, man. We can walk around the hood though.
What's going on, G?
How you feel about that gay game?
Gay game?
Yeah, the gay game.
Who's that?
People that get called gay to me.
That's some other shit. I don't know nothing about that.
Like I said, it was Memorial Day and it was late, so when this dude started harassing me about taking part in gay games on the podcast, I took that as a sign that we probably should not hang out for too long. Next, we went over to see the actual building that Jay-Z grew up in, and I inquired about gentrification.
The home of Hov, you know,
From the whole
basically put Marcy on the map.
You
know,
absolutely.
that's how we do it. Bleak was from that building too.
Yo, does it go down out here still, or is this shit gentrified?
Nah, this shit don't. It's a little gentrification, but it
Little
still
bit?
can go down.
All right.
It's always chances, always to go down.
The area of Bed-Stuy that Marcy exists in has undergone some pretty serious gentrification over the last couple decades, with the percentage of white residents exploding and the median home price skyrocketing from roughly $200,000 to well over $1 million. Many renters have been priced out as the monthly rents have risen to over $3,000 a month, and many black-owned mom-and-pop shops have been pushed out to make way for high-end coffee shops, yoga studios, and wine bars. Despite this change, Marcy and the surrounding areas have disproportionate rates of violence and gang activities, with rates of shootings and assaults typically being 2 to 3 times that of the rest of New York. What happens to the residents of places like Bed-Stuy who are displaced due to skyrocketing rents? Well, a lot of them end up moving to less developed areas of Brooklyn, like Brownsville, where we were headed next. But first, we had to intercept yet another California-based blood in the form of Hitta J3.
Got some real bloods out here, bro.
Hitta is from Compton. He represents West Side Pyru, and although he has been a presence in the LA music scene for 10 years or so, he has recently experienced a bit of a career resurgence as a result of Kendrick Lamar and Drake's feud, which he has chronicled on his Twitter account on a daily basis. So anyway, Hitta hopped in the whip with us and we were off to Brownsville. Brownsville generally ranks as one of the most dangerous areas of New York City, with some of the highest rates of shootings anywhere in the city and over 80% of the area's residents living in housing projects, where a selection of different Bloods, Crips, GDs, and various other gangs all do battle for control. Few people know just how brutal life in Brownsville can be, like today's tour guide, Loki Shmula. Loki is a self-proclaimed G-star Crip who was raised in Brownsville and has been juggling both rapping and his various street activities for many years now. He first rose to prominence in 2013 as a result of a tragedy. He was walking his 16-month-old son in a stroller just a block away from where we filmed this vlog when his ops pulled up, shooting, killing the child.
You've been through some of the most fucked up shit that someone could go through in this kind of environment. So I watched an old interview with you where you talked about losing your son when he was 16 months.
Word.
That was right around here.
Yeah, on the corner of this block, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for people that be asking, like, why I bring the cameras and certain shit back to the hood after certain, like, yo, niggas kill your son over there, I would never. Like, listen, bro. Like, it's people from this neighborhood and every other neighborhood that don't have a way. So when I bring the cameras here and I put the cameras on these bricks, these little girls that decide to want to do something in life, when they take their pictures here, people familiar with where I'm from. These little kids that want to, it just gives them a bigger platform to just try to feel like they somebody, you know what I'm saying? So this is why I bring it, this is why I try, because I know how I felt. If it had somebody like me doing this shit young, my son probably never got killed.
This story would have definitely made the news no matter what, but it took on an additional level of virality once it was revealed that Loki refused to cooperate with the police, preferring to let street justice play out instead. I've spent many hours of my life listening to dudes tell me how serious they take the street's no snitching policy, but most of those guys probably haven't contemplated how they would behave if they had to deal with a situation as horrific as this.
You made a lot of waves after the situation with your son because you wouldn't even cooperate with the police or talk to him about it. What was that decision like?
It's just something that you just, it's not even a decision. There's no other decision. Like certain shit it is what it is, you feel me? You can't sit down and it's like me personally, I can't live with myself like telling on nobody, bro. Like that shit, I hate police, bro. I hate prison. I hate correctional officers. I hate anything that's got anything to do with that type of shit, bro. So it's like, I can't speak on what I'd rather do to somebody, but the people know. So I'd rather that than try to put a nigga in jail, bro. Like, put you in jail is like the scary way. It's like, oh, I can't handle you, so I'm gonna put the cops on you. That's what that is. When people do that, that's what that is. Like, the level of the pressure is too high for them. It's like, oh, I can't deal with that. We gonna tell on this nigga. Them niggas is coming. Them niggas come firing. We can't deal with these niggas. Yo, them niggas got guns. Now, before y'all niggas know, these niggas is pulling up on y'all niggas, locking y'all up with toasties and all type of shit. What's up, cuz?
At this point in the interview, we were interrupted by the same dude who had approached us earlier. I'm not sure if he wanted to apologize or double down, but either way, Loki was not happy about this.
Not right now, cuz. Not right now. My grandma's on the way in right now, cuz. Yo, Crip, not right now, cuz. Not right now, not right now, not right now. I can't piece your mind. He waving you, cuz. Not right now, not right now. Cuz, not right now. I'm on camera. Relax, cuz. Not right now.
So what?
Crip, listen, cuz. Not right now, cuz. disturbing my business, bro. Not right now, bro. Yo, Poppy, come get this nigga, cuz. Yo, Rick, y'all niggas keep this nigga out. Yo, bro. Let me just say what I'm saying, okay? Yo, cuz, keep him outside, bro.
All this set tripping seemed to particularly bother Loki since he himself has gone through quite a bit of growth in regards to his feelings towards other gang members.
I used to be anti against all bloods, right? Yeah, so now I'm getting older, now I get to understand. I met a lot of bloods in my life that was realer to me than Crips, bro. Like show me real love, nigga. That jump in front of the gun of another blood, like what, nigga? You not doing that the same way.
Right. So what's it like trying to elevate when you got so many forces around you trying to drag you down?
Be smart, but you gotta be tough. You gotta be smart, but you gotta be tough. You gotta, because people would think you being smart is you being pussy. So now you still gotta be hands-on with niggas. People gotta know that you still willing to get your feet dirty. You not outside looking for it, but at the same time, your cleats is still dirty. Cause if I sit down and tell a nigga something and I'm not on shit, nobody respecting what I'm saying. Because they bloods, we go, nah, nigga, you don't know what type of relationship we got. You don't know if I had a 30, 40, 50, 1,000 conversations with this nigga. You don't know if this nigga saved me from blowing my head off. You don't know if he saved me from killing somebody one day. You don't know if he talked to me and make me not want to throw my life. You don't know what's going on. So before you think you're gonna walk up and say what's cracking, go to the P's and go slide and do that. Turn up first. Then I may respect you being on ignorant shit. Like, if you not on ignorant shit 24/7, don't come around me with it, because I'm ignorant, bro. Anybody around me feel away, gang, nigga gonna feel my energy. That's why you see none of y'all feel away, because my energy gonna stop it all.
Just because Loki's opinions on gangbanging have become slightly more enlightened over the last couple of years does not change the fact that he and his neighborhood have had a contentious relationship with the police. Loki made sure to let us know that his grandmother's apartment had a security camera directly pointed at it, unlike every other apartment on the street.
So walk through this block, drive through this block, ain't no other block got no cameras like how we got an NYPD camera on our block.
Yeah, that's great.
It's 4 or 5 blocks over here. None of them got that though.
And they cold. They got their own motherfucking camera set up.
Yeah, facing Granny crib. They see what's going on.
Their own camera.
It's a fact.
And he even described the local police force as being capable of smelling handguns from a distance while patrolling the block.
What's the relationship between y'all and the cops out here? Like what's it actually like day to day? Like, are the cops mostly like hands off, or are they all up in your shit? Hands on.
Yeah, like the cops out here, the detectives and shit, bro, they jump out. They chasing you down. They got detectives that smell guns. You laughing, kid?
What do you mean, like dogs?
I ain't even gonna say this one nigga name because he been on my line. That's the nigga who sent me to the feds. I ain't even gonna say his name. But they got this one cop from my hood, bro. This nigga will chase you for blocks, bro. On feet. He will jump out there. He loves the chase, bro. He will chase you, bro.
I'm not sure if this gun-smelling claim is meant to be taken literally or not, but either way, I've interviewed a lot of gang members over the years, and I can't think of another instance where the cops were spoken about like this. The NYPD is a pretty intimidating force, even in the more touristy areas of New York, but out here in Brownsville, the public's relationship with the boys in blue is even more strained. Part of me feels like this is probably a necessary evil. It would be nice if the cops could just leave everyone alone out here, but given how many gangs are active in Brownsville and just how much violence actually goes on here, the cops just minding their own business seems unlikely. Loki's G-Stone Crips haven't had to deal with any major gang takedowns in the last 10 years or so, but over on the blood side of things, this year the warring 5'9" Brims and Bloodhound Brims were the target of a 2-year probe into their beef that ended with 14 members being arrested for charges including murder, attempted murder, conspiracy, and multiple shootings all over Brooklyn. These sort of investigations undoubtedly cost millions of dollars, and while they might temporarily take guns off the streets and put some dangerous dudes behind bars, I'm not entirely sure what can be done to chip away at the root cause of all this violence, namely multiple generations of New Yorkers who feel they have no logical path out of poverty and hardly any opportunities as far as employment and education. Make sure you go watch our other 2 videos we produced while we were on this trip to New York, where we visited the infamous Patterson houses in the Bronx and where we visited Bobby Shmurda's hood with him. And as always, we appreciate each and every like, comment, and share. Peace.